Here, definitely more of an exciting day for Bitcoin, I would say. Bitcoin's teetering right now. I thought we might have a move on the upside, and it did not happen. Right now, we're barely holding on to what, like 63,000 bucks right now. And I think we already actually dipped down below, but this is tonight. We're going to be talking about that, chilling out. The mayor of New York was just indicted, and I think it's the first mayor ever to be indicted. So, like, while in office, so a lot of shit's going on. We're going to talk about the Middle East stuff happening right now as well, and then going on about Bitcoin and all that other good stuff here. So let's start off with all this stuff. Oh, actually, before I forget, Loki's over here whining like a baby. Come here. Oh, over here. Oh, you gonna come over here? Shit, damn. Yep, there you go. All right. But anyway, Loki's satiated for now. All right, let's go back over here very fast. There we go. So this is a quick update about Bitcoin, and hey, Villarat, Striker, Crypto Ricky, Deezy, hope you guys are all having good. What's for dinner? I haven't had dinner just yet. I'm not entirely sure what I want to have for dinner. I made myself some tea, and I got myself some water with one of those packets to help you hydrate. But I don't know, I need to go to Costco to go buy some food. I have not been. What did I eat last night? Chicken and broccoli. That's what I had last night. But anyway, this is Bitcoin right now, guys. We see that we just had a golden cross here. That's kind of nice to see. Hopefully that continues on and Bitcoin does eventually decide to curl back up right now. But what we're seeing right now is just a little bit of weakness. We got pushed down quite hard yesterday from trying to break out above that 200 daily moving average, and of course that $65,000 level of resistance. We just weren't able to do so. I've been looking at a bunch of other streamers and stuff like that, friends out there in the space, and they're still optimistic about what could happen here. I think they're trying to buy some up right now. I'm just going to hold what I have. In fact, I told you guys earlier today I was selling off some of my world token. I put out a message on Telegram about that one here. Let's see. And hey, 88 Chrome, I'm happy to see my man. Okay, so let's kind of dive into this. We are still losing a little bit of momentum here day by day when it comes to Bitcoin. I am hoping we can get a little bit more of a jolt here. We're going to be talking about the news in a little bit here, so just bear with me. 4-hour chart, we're coming back down here to support levels. So if you guys are looking for an ultimate level of support, we just don't want to see us fall back down. It's going to be around 62,354. Right now, my stop loss is at about $62,000. If we break down below that, I'm going to take like $1,000 loss and I'll be fine with it. Let me go over here to show you guys the JumpX one. Right now, instead of being up, I don't know what it was yesterday, like up at $900 something dollars, now we're currently down $271. It's not a fun place to be. The world token is up 233% right now. I sold it earlier today when it was up 250% basically. I sold off like 75-80% of this position. So I bought at 1453. If I can find this out here for 919 basically. I bought right here and I sold right up here today at around 213. And 213, if I go on the 15-minute chart, was basically somewhere around here, the very high end of this. So I think I did a pretty good job about that one. Oh, with that one. But you can see I have some realized profit right here. And then it's still 54 bucks up 233%. I'll see where it goes. Yeah. Some of my teeth, I think it's a broken ice cube or something. But what do you call? I'm going to just let that ride for a little bit and see where it goes. But right now, that Bitcoin position, instead of being up a lot, now it's down quite a bit. I wouldn't say terribly down because it's only down technically like 28%. And this is a 50x leverage position. So not crazy, but hold on. Oh, I have loose leaf tea. It's a tea leaf. That's what's freaking me out. Okay, I'm not used to weird textures and shit. But that's what's going on with my position there. As far as weeks right now, this is pretty similar here. The Sundog, it's been kind of all over the place, but right now it's basically just nothing is happening to this thing right now. It's basically been going sideways. Pole, this is up a little bit here. This is about the same I think it was yesterday, so not really much has changed here. And then I think Ape Token has come back down a little bit. I think this was over 200% profit. Now it's only up to 162%. I'll take it. These are meant to be swing trades here. And what I think I'm going to do here over the next 24 to 48 hours is probably today and tomorrow with you guys buy up 5 tokens on each exchange and just kind of see where they go with some swing trades. These will be $100 positions with 10x leverage, and we'll have some fun choosing them and buying them up. And then we're just going to go into something more of a patient pattern here. Like, we just have to wait. Now, I'm not buying them just yet because I kind of want to see if Bitcoin does decide to hold on at this point. Right now, we're trying to bounce off the 50 moving average on that 4-hour chart, and we're doing a decent job. But ultimately, all we're waiting for is to just try to turn back this curve. You know, have this in the breakout. I feel like I'm talking kind of funny today, guys. Sorry. Maybe I'm a little bit tired. We're waiting for another breakout here on Bitcoin that can get us back on track, basically. Now, typically what I've been telling you guys over the past few days is I've been looking at the hourly chart. And the hourly chart has usually been pretty good here. You can see a nice little boom right there and a nice little boom right up here. I'm going to wait to see if we can do that again. I was hopeful that the 4-hour chart would have a continuation moment, and we had that 4-hour chart right here where the MACD turned green. However, it still was not enough. Even with everything that's been going on, it was just that level of resistance up here is just kicking our butt. We've tried once and twice to break out, and we have failed each time. Now, if we manage to come back up in here and then we get rejected again from this, I'm probably going to have to sell off my Bitcoin positions right around here, then wait for probably something of a move below 60,000 for us to recuperate and try once again in October. Because, man, this is getting kind of tiring here. We only get so many attempts to break out usually when we're going up against these levels of resistance. So if I go over here to the daily chart here, you can see we've been trying to grind for days now. This last time we tried to grind for a few days there. This one we were trying to grind for about a couple weeks to try to break out above this, and we just weren't able to do it. And of course, back over here, we were grinding to try to break out above this, and it just wasn't able to happen. So we know during this sideways action when Bitcoin's been acting up here and we just haven't been able to get what we want. If you go on the weekly chart, you can see what happens post those really good weeks. We typically come down quite hard here. So I'm just preparing myself to say, hey, I want to see us do a little better. So far, we're holding support. I'm waiting to see if we can kind of reverse our fortunes here. But at this point in time, man, it's a little bit more of a pain. We may even have to wait for Bitcoin to dip down a little bit again, sub 60,000, and then have one of those larger rallies here where we just have to open up a new trend line. And this isn't the end of the world, you know, but still, I would have preferred if we could have had a nice move right there. So if we do have something of a breakdown here, maybe this week or next week, this is just kind of a what if moment, guys. This isn't, you know, what definitely is going to happen. But I would still be looking to buy this dip here, kind of almost on this little bit of a trend line that we've been talking about. We might come back down here to the low 50s or something like that. So I'm keeping track. Got a few plans. If you guys are members, you guys we'll be talking about this quite a bit here. But let's get rid of this one right here. At this point in time, that 4-hour chart is already back to being bearish. If I'm going to do another long here as far as altcoins and Bitcoin, I'm just going to wait for that daily chart to get back to being more, that hourly chart to be going back up with some nice momentum. I am way off my game today, guys. Sorry. I feel myself stuttering. I'm talking a lot, but not saying much. So let's see if I can smooth things out here. Now, as far as news is concerned and stuff like that, there's been a few big things here. So Bitcoin and everything like that, there's a few things moving. World token, which we talked about, I got lucky enough to be in that one. I would consider it more of luck. There was some technical analysis we did to say, hey, there's a good chance to get pop. But still, the fact that it did pop like that much, it was a nice lucky day. I'm happy to be out of that position for the most part. Injectives up a little bit, Leo's up a little bit, Pendle, but not really much. There's only been like one token today on the top 100 that's actually been popping, and I decided to sell it. So we'll see if that's a good decision or bad. As far as what's going on in the coin desk here, first mover Americas, Bitcoin retreats following this into 64,000. That's what we're talking about right now. And money supply approaches new highs. So there is more money out there, potentially more money to buy Bitcoin. That's better news if you guys are hoping for like an altcoin season or a huge Bitcoin rally coming up sometime in the next couple of quarters. So we're still getting that good news for Bitcoin in the long term here. Now, this is what the new news has been about, I guess, over the past 24 hours. Israel sends text messages to residents of southern Lebanon demanding they evacuate. So it looks like there may be an escalation of war in the Middle East. Bitcoin usually does not respond well to this. I don't know if this is actually the cause for Bitcoin going down today. I would really just chop it up to a large level of resistance and the buyers losing strength because they just can't penetrate that wall, right? They need the power of Diddy and they just don't have it. But this is something I want you guys just to keep track of over the next few days and hours. It looks like there's some missile exchange going off. Israel, you guys know, definitely outpowers Lebanon, so you can definitely see Israel just try to punish all these communities pretty much, because if there's a apartment building and that apartment building in the basement has a bunch of weapons, Israel won't care. They'll be like, okay, well, there's a bunch of weapons there. Let's destroy that building there, right? So you may see this escalate quite soon. This is just something in the corner of my eye that I'm just paying attention to. And the last thing here, as far as big news for today, if I go over here to Twitter, is going to be explore trending Eric Adams. So Eric Adams just got indicted here, and that was pretty interesting. Let's see, where's the actual, New York Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted for federal corruption. This comes after raids on his and his associates' homes. It is also worth noting that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in New York last week. Oh, dude, if they have if they would call, that'd be crazy. If they're both part of that scheme, that'd be insane. But yeah, Diddy gets keys to this city. Oh, Jesus. Maybe he got the key to Eric Adams. Oh, man. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, but yeah. So basically, this is a big moment. There's going to be a lot of news media about this. I think this will absorb some oxygen out of all the politics stuff, just because, again, New York is such a heavyweight as far as what we talk about. A lot of news organizations are in New York, so they feel like they're the biggest and the most important thing in the world. So you're going to be hearing about that more in the news here. So as far as everything else is concerned, Dow Jones went down today. The Nasdaq was kind of up a little bit today, I would say, and the S&P was down a little bit more today. So a little bit of divergences between all these larger plays here, but dollar index spiking back up here a little bit more. That's going to be interesting to see if we continue that move. US oil is still kind of going sideways here overall. Ethereum didn't do so hot today, actually. You see how it kind of came down quite a bit more. So Ethereum is showing some weakness, again, at this level of resistance we've been talking about, but it is showing that resistance there. Solana, similar type of move, getting rejected from the 200 daily moving average. Everything else, I think, was just okay. You can still see the momentum is there for a lot of different tokens right now. You can still see we're moving upwards bit by bit. I think that's going to be fine. Shiba Inu got rejected today, and that was kind of a pain to see. I was hoping this might have a pop. Shiba's been waiting for this breakout for such a long time, and perhaps it comes on over the next few days or something, but it just been a pain in the butt. Let's see. And hey, Monster, happy to see my man. I got 2 streams running right now. So whenever I'm streaming with you guys right now, I got 2 streams running. I have one for if you guys are on the phones. If YouTube wants to load, it's like not loading. Okay. Is my computer lagging or something? No. Everything's fine. Chrome is taking up 1%. I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, it feels like one of the streams is lagging. And if YouTube is lagging like this, that means something's going on. Well, let's get rid of some stuff here. Sun Pump, CoinDesk. There we go. Let's see if this works out now. No, it's still not going. Okay, well, and that's not working either. We do this. Yeah, nothing is working on YouTube right now. Maybe because I got too many YouTube things popping up. Yeah, who knows what this is. But whatever. There was one for, oh, there it goes. Yeah, because as soon as this cleared, all the other stuff cleared on all my other Chrome things. Do I have too many tabs open? I don't think so. Okay. Well, I have the chance. Oh, the button's not even working. Yeah, something's wrong with my computer. But basically, there's 2 streams. One of my normal streams that you can see, like, where there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and there's more of a phone one in case you guys are on the go and you guys just want to get the tidbits and stuff like that. That one's meant for, I guess, shorts live viewers and stuff. YouTube reached out to me and told me to start promoting shorts vertical lives, and I'm trying it, but YouTube has been doing a horrible job of sending traffic all through it. So I don't know how much longer I really want to do it, but I'm going to give it a couple more weeks and see if people actually come through or not. Seems to be better to do during a major crisis with Bitcoin or a major pop, right? A lot of volatility. That's when I'd really be paying attention to those ones. What's right here? Moonwall listed on Coinbase is up 20%. Might be a nice short down, especially if Bitcoin's playing this game right now. Right now, though, look at this. Bitcoin, or let me just actually go to the 4-hour chart here so I can show you. Bitcoin still has a little bit of support left. It really comes down to, will it start to break down below like $62,000? If it does start to break down below $62,000, then you know we're heading for something more of a much more bearish move. Until then, I'm holding on for dear life with my position, but I do have that firm stop loss down here when it comes to Bitcoin right now. Right? Way down here. Mine is actually below that support level that we have. Let me go over here to the daily chart. Right, mine is actually below that support level. Just in case there's a liquidity grab or something, I'd rather just, sometimes it just goes down to spike back up. I'll see if that happens or not. All right, but yeah, so got some positions right now. We'll see how they work out. I am going to be buying some more tokens up here with you guys in a little bit. I just got to figure out which ones to do. They are going to be much more lower market cap ones, and we'll see how that works out. A little bit of a bearish divergence happening here when it comes to the RSI as well on the 4-hour chart, just so you guys know. That was a few hours ago, but still. Probably didn't become a signal, I think, until probably like 9 p.m. yesterday. All right. Make sure I'm not missing any comments here. Let's see. So is there any training on leverage trading you can recommend? Thanks for participation. So don't think about leverage trading as something else from other types of trading. Like, if you can do well at normal investing, like a swing trade with no leverage whatsoever, you're going to be fine doing leverage. I would just say that you want to start off small. So if you look at your portfolio or your trades for the last 30 days, are you profitable or are you, how would I say, or are you losing money, right? So you got two options there. If you're making money, then just think about, hey, what happens if I do 2x trades for all this? I'll probably end up doubling the money I've made, right? Don't go crazy with it. Don't change anything about your strategy. You can think about it like that. If you're losing money, all leverage is going to do is make you lose more money. So what you need to do is just focus on the ABCs of trading, basically, whether it be my types of trading, which is much more momentum based, or if you want to, you can try to do something more of the day trading with moving averages. I mean, it's all kind of momentum based, but there's other strategies out there you can try. CryptoFace has Market Cipher, Luxalgo has their good algorithms as well. You can try those different ways. But once you can go back and look at all of your trades for the last, say, 30, 60, 90 days, and they're all profitable, and I mean, like, you have a nice win rate, like 75% and higher, really, and then at the same time, you actually are making a profit at the end of the day, that's when I would consider starting to use leverage there. If you want to use leverage and you're not really like making consistent profits just yet, you can. I have tons of links down below if you wanted to choose an exchange. But I would say you definitely want to allocate a lot less money into those trades because you're not as experienced and you probably don't know exactly what you're doing. I am going to be working on a tutorial about how to use exchanges here pretty soon, but not so much particularly about leverage. So I can probably add it on my list, but at this point, my list is going to be taken up in the next few weeks here. Any idea why the stock market is going up right now? The stock market isn't going up right now. You probably mean generally, I'm assuming, because they're not really doing it too much today. Right now, remember, just a couple weeks ago, what was it, last week? Lower interest rates, more money in the system. That's going to prop up a lot of these stocks here. That's what we're hoping for. Right now, what the worry is why the stock market's kind of coming down just a little bit today, is just to do with what we were talking about when it came to, what's it called? GDP numbers, I guess, are coming out Friday. I wasn't entirely sure if it was true or not, but then I saw this. Let me actually just search Google. CNBC GDP. There was a video I saw today about GDP, and I was like, hey, those GDP numbers coming out this Friday. And I was like, oh, okay. Past 24 hours. Let's see. I think this is it. Yes. No, that's not it. But yeah, it was on the CNBC International News, and it was, will YouTube let me actually work right now? I don't know what's going on my computer. I can't tell if it's my computer or YouTube, though. It's probably my computer, though. Because I'm seeing my signal's fine, that's fine. Let's close weeks for a little bit, or jump X for a little bit. Videos. Yeah, something feels slightly off right now. Fan, let's see. RAM is at 50, CPU, it's not. My computer's saying nothing is wrong, but yeah, it's not even letting me choose stuff. I don't know. But yeah, there's some important data coming out basically Friday, and that may spook the market a little bit. Apparently, it's about GDP news. And hey, Sansar, remember, I probably won't say this again because I'm tired of saying it again. I have two streams. One is going to be a short form stream. One is going to be a horizontal stream. It's your job right now just to kind of figure out which one you're looking at, and then you can adjust which one you want. Let's see. Imagine getting a text telling them that they're going to bomb your house. What would you do? You'd get out of the way. That's what I would do. I mean, you might not be happy with it. Trust me, I wouldn't, but you're just going to get out of the way. That's all you can do at this point when it comes to the Israel stuff. You're saying I shouldn't leverage my credit card and go all in at the moment? No, that would be I mean, I've seen plenty of people do it before. You know, I was thinking about what is Benjamin saying? Here, you go over there. You go over there. There we go. Into the cryptoverse. You know, he's been talking about a lot of stuff lately about altcoins versus Bitcoin pairs. Right now, I think the big theme of his videos has been this impasse or crossroads talk. So I'm just going to read this tweet for you guys very fast. I know it's going to be a little bit harder to see. There we go. Altcoin Bitcoin pairs are at an important crossroad. If they get rejected by the bull market support band, which has now fallen to the prior support level that has since turned resistance, then it should allow Bitcoin dominance to hit 60% before end of year. Last cycle, final alt Bitcoin, show more. Let's see. Last cycle, final altcoin Bitcoin pair capitulated occurred after rate cuts began, and they bottomed once QE began. At the last FOMC, Powell said that QT will continue for the now, despite lowering interest rates. So he's saying that we have to wait for QE. We're still in QT, which is quantitative tightening happening right now. Once the money printers start turning back on, basically that's when Bitcoin went up. Now, we'll have a pretty good indication of what's going to happen then, but I think we're going to have to see some job losses happen before they start turning their money printer back on. But you can see the chart right here a little bit better, right? He's saying basically we fell down below this. Now it's going to be a level of resistance like it has been for the past few weeks. Pretty much the past few months, actually. This is a weekly chart, yeah. Yeah, it's been the past few months. However, I will say this. His bull market support band is not set in stone, so to speak. You know, there have been plenty of times where we popped above it only to come back down. We popped down below it just to come back up. You know, exactly. So this bull market support band is not as accurate as I would like. You can see right here, tons of times where it's just kind of flip-flopped all over the place. I don't really mind these like this, you know, because it does give you a little bit of support. It's these little spikes that we see where it's just down 1 week, then the next week it's up. Or, you know, it's down a few weeks and it just pops and goes right back down. That kind of freaks me out. I feel like this cycle has been so much different as well. So I'm keeping a close eye, but I personally like his advice about quantitative tightening and quantitative easing. Yeah, you're going to see that going to be a good one here. Another chart right here. Oh, he's showing off the RSI right now. A little bit of a bear. Oh, he's talking about bearish divergence, I see. Or a breakout? Yeah. Okay, he's talking about divergence. Yeah, so that's right. Hopefully we get some divergence there. Low money, high leverage. I mean, that's the way I like it if I'm going to be doing some fun and I'm just going to be learning how to do it, because you don't want to have a lot of money in there, because specifically if you guys are learning to use leverage, you probably want to learn on isolated. That way your entire portfolio doesn't blow up when you make a mistake. Imagine you only, you put $1,000 into your leverage account. Excuse me, guys. You put $1,000 into your leverage account. You open up a $100 trade with 200x leverage. And then you go to bed, you know, and then you wake up the next morning and you're hoping you see a whole bunch of gains, and boom, you see zero because you got liquidated. It just did not happen. And the worst way to have that happen actually is you thought that Bitcoin was going up, so you did 200x leverage. But what happened is Bitcoin went down for a little bit. You got liquidated, and then Bitcoin spiked to the moon. That's what happened one of the first times I tried to liquidate. Now, it was like $100 position, so I wasn't like freaking out about it, but I was just like, damn, okay, I know I got to be a little bit more careful here, which is why when I do these larger trades with you, with higher leverages, I wouldn't say large trades, but I would say, you know, higher leverage trades, I typically allow myself to go down a negative 100%, negative 200%, negative 50%, whatever, and that's just okay, and I'll wait to see what happens next. Whereas if I'm going to be trading with like $50,000 or $100,000, I only need a 10x leverage play to make some really good money from that, right? And I don't have to pay as many fees and things like that, so it works out a little bit differently there. Isolated all day, alien isolation. Isolated trading is really nice for new traders out there that just don't want to risk their entire portfolio. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, so basically if I go right here, you guys can see right here, there's a number that says my available balance and my available amount to trade right now. It's going to be always changing because I have open positions here. But basically it's around $9,200 here. The Jump X one has like $22,000, $23,000 in there right now. And then you this is how much you could trade. But you're going to see this thing right here that says cross combined, right? Cross isolated, combined separated. Don't worry about these ones here. Cross just means that if my position dips down below 100%, it can take money from my available balance to help cover that loss. And then that means I have enough time to wait for the position to go the way I want it to, which is going to be up, of course. Isolated means that, hey, basically, if it reaches like negative like 80, 89%, 90% down, it'll just automatically close the position. You may get some of your money back, but you may not at the same time because of how fast these moves can happen. So you got to be very, very careful. That's why we do some of these trades here just for fun every now and again. I show you guys like I mean here, let's do this. So right now, what is Bitcoin doing? All right. So let's do a $5 Bitcoin trade, $50 Bitcoin trade. Let's go leverage 200x. And let's just go long here for a second. Now, this is not a lot of money, so please don't follow me with this. I'm not doing anything as far as like telling you guys I'm going long because I think Bitcoin's going up. I already have Bitcoin longs open. But what you can see happening right here is just like these little teeny ticks. Bitcoin's already up. It's already down. Excuse me, 2.5% basically. We're going to come back to this in like 5-10 minutes, and we're going to see how much of a move this has happened. So again, if this did go down like 80% within a few minutes, my position would be liquidated with isolated, whereas with cross, it would probably still keep on going down and make me lose much more money. But we'll keep track of it. There's actually a little bit of a wall happening right here, which is pretty interesting. I wonder if it's on here too. Yeah, a little bit of a wall. There we go. Push that down a little bit more. How much money would I trust Weeks with? So, okay, this is my rule for all exchanges, and it has nothing to do with Weeks. It has nothing to do with any of the exchanges that sponsor me. We're going to have a new sponsor here pretty soon as well. There is always going to be like a VIP level or some type of, what would you call it? Like a membership type thing for the more you trade, the more you get better fees, you get stuff like that. Every time you go over to your withdrawal page, basically right here, it's going to give you a withdrawal limit here, okay? This one here for me is going to be, what, $250,000 withdrawal limit of Weeks. That is not what I'm looking for here. Tether. Okay. So basically, I can withdraw $50,000. Wait. What's that? $500,000. So technically that ERC20 is there a difference here? No. Yeah. That withdrawal limit kind of makes me very happy, to be honest. So usually you just don't want to be above the withdrawal limit, and that's just because if there's anything that ever goes wrong, usually it's very easy to withdraw the money. Usually it's very, very easy. But if you have a withdrawal limit and you're above it, it may take you 2 to 3 days to withdraw, and that's not what you need at all. So typically, it's just staying below that withdrawal limit is what I expect. Most people that I've talked to, you know, like one-on-one meetings and stuff like that, when they go on Weeks, it's been anywhere from like $500 to $100,000, and they've been doing fine so far. The reason people have been choosing Weeks or JumpX for some of the trades really just comes down to the fact that they've been wanting to trade different tokens out there. So if I do this very fast, let me just scroll down here for a second. Actually, let me trying to see, because I know you're on the different one. Here you go. There we go. All right. Stop doing that. There you go. Look at all these tokens they have. All right. And this is in the USA. So, and they have these cool things that have zero fees, basically. But anyway, they want to be able to trade all of these tokens that have a very low market cap. So, I'm trying to think of something here. Well, there are tokens in here that have like $10 million market cap, $9 million market cap. And basically, if you want to get access to them, you could sign up here. There's a lot of tokens where you can only find them on JumpX or only find them on Weeks. So people usually just put part of their portfolio in here, and that's going to be the part of the portfolio that they want to be trading a lot of meme coins with. That's kind of the best way I could describe it here. Excuse me, Josh, I'm going to cough up a storm here pretty soon. Oh, wait, you know what? I have tea. What am I talking about? I have tea with that Amish honey. Yeah, but it's basically a bunch of money. I've seen people invest in these things. Typically, though, let's say you have $50,000 in, right? If you turn that $50,000 within one day from $50,000 to $60,000, I've seen plenty of people just take that $10,000 out and just keep their account somewhere around $50,000. Right? I see that actually happen a lot. So that's probably one way you can think about it too. Excuse me. Bluefin is better. Yeah, Bluefin sponsors my channel as well. They're pretty good. The fees are a little bit more expensive. People typically don't like that all too much. They also don't have as many of the meme coins that you're going to find on Weeks and JumpX. But if you just want to trade Bitcoin, they're a great place for that. Bluefin is simple as fuck. Yeah, there you go. Simple. Get your Bitcoin there, trade it. And hey, Trev, no, I'm still waiting on this weekly chart to get me all happy and bullish. Right now, it's been day trading, and the one time I try to swing trade Bitcoin, it's been painful as it's been annoying as fuck. Hope I'm not coming down with some shit. Got like a scratchy throat or something. I was cleaning my garage, so I'm pretty sure there's some nasty shit in my throat. Dust. I've been getting random deposits on Weeks of commission. Do you know what that is and why I'm getting it? Commission. So if you're getting commissions on Weeks, I assume you're getting some type of rebate payment paid back to you, and they're saying that's commission. So typically, let's say that they have some type of promotion. Like with me, they, again, worked into my contract to get you guys a bunch of goodies. But you see how they have like the reward hub right here? And they'll have little rewards for you, basically. Right? If you fulfill these types of requirements, they're just going to drop some money into your account, basically. And pretty simple. It's nice. Sometimes it'll be that amount. Sometimes with my deals, they'll be a little bit more. The biggest deal I was able to get you guys was for JumpX, because you got the daily rebates and stuff. But yeah, it's basically just fulfilling some of their, like, hey, you want to trade on our platform? If you trade, we're going to give you little freebies to kind of keep you engaged and keep you happy. Did you see the Suge Knight Chris Cuomo interview about the Diddler? I did not see that one yet. That is going to be something else right there. What about World War III? You know what? If World War III breaks out, it breaks out. Right now, I doubt it's going to happen. I don't see Russia doing anything. Nothing Israel does is going to start World War III. Let me just say that. Nothing Israel does is going to start World War III. The world collectively doesn't really care about the Middle East right now, as far as like, oh, we're going to send our troops over there to die for this side or that side. Right now, if you're seeing troops move deployment, moving around a little bit, it's basically because they want to take out their civilians, their citizens. So let's say I have a German citizenship, but I'm living in Lebanon, right? I can call the embassy, be like, hey man, I'm scared as hell. Shit, you said you're going to be doing evacuations. Get me the fuck out of here. They can send some troops in there to pick me up personally and my family and get us the fuck out of Dodge, right? So that's kind of what's happening over there. it's just a slugfest right now. It's just a manpower war, and I think the way we're going, I think Russia's going to win the Ukraine war because Ukraine just doesn't have enough people, and I think that's just going to be the way it goes for a while here. Every time I see Zelensky, I get a little bit more irritated with him because he just asks for money, more bullshit. I'm like, dude, at a certain point, this is my personal opinion. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea. Just give them some fucking land, make peace, get them to fucking the NATO, then put a fucking military up to that border and be like, hey, try it again. Now they got protection. You know what I mean? Like, that's about as best I can see it going. That could end the war. That makes everybody happy. Now we're chill. Now we can relax and kind of like see what happens next. But yeah, it's just been like, damn, can the world just kind of get together? But I think the military-industrial complex wants that money to keep rolling in here because they love their good old bonuses, right? Dick Cheney just put out I'm going to go vote for Kamala because, that war continues. Dick Cheney is a mastermind at, like, war profiteering. Whether you like him or hate him, that dude is smart. That dude is, like, a genius. But what do you call? Yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit more interesting the next few years. I'm assuming. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna go into World War III. But like the status quo of what we have right now is really profitable for certain groups and corporations in America. I don't think they're gonna give that up too easily. They've been sprinkling USDT in my account this week. So typically what you guys are going to notice is when you see that sprinkling happening into your account, it's going to happen usually when Bitcoin is more volatile. Because what I notice as somebody who runs a YouTube channel, I'm pretty transparent about how deals work, how I make my money, how other YouTubers make their money and stuff like that. What I've noticed is when Bitcoin is going high and there's a whole bunch of new interest, that's when exchanges will really go out to try to get you to say, hey, we'd love for you to sign up under us and promote our exchange, promote our product and stuff like that. I get offers to do a whole bunch of shit besides just exchanges, and I usually say no to all of them. I've gotten offers to promote meme tokens, and I haven't done it because I want to be able to talk about it. But like, I'm fine if I buy a meme coin and it goes to zero, right? I'm fine with that. But I don't want you guys to buy a meme coin and then it go to zero. Zero. It's not as much fun for me then. But, it's gambling, basically. Oh, the dirty hip-hop game? Oh, yeah, the hip-hop game was crazy. You should get an affiliation with BTCC, too. They have tokenized stocks in each... Hey, you want to take a bath? No. Loki's going to go to a trainer. He's been acting up a little bit too much lately. He's been acting like he's the boss over here. So... he's going to go get some training done, I think, in a couple weeks. Probably next month, to be honest. I don't got time right now, but he's going to be learning to be a little bit more obedient. Yeah. Keeps on running around too much out in the front yard. I'm hoping they add more stocks to BTCC. I might, but I don't think they pay enough. You know what? One of the people reached out to me, I think maybe a few weeks ago. I'll look at that email. I'll respond, and I'll see what their offer is. It really depends. This is gonna kind of sound kind of a little fucking weird, okay? White people in the space and black people in the space pay me like good offers. They will give me a good offer. Asians in the space do not want to give me money at all. It can be from the same fucking exchange. The two different people, one person is gonna undercut me every time. The other one's gonna give me something like I consider more of a fair offer. So it really depends. It's been going on since I fucking started this channel. And I notice it all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I've just pretty much have the ability to say, fuck off, I don't care. In a very nice, polite way, saying, oh, thank you for the offer, but I'm going to have to politely decline. That's what I do every time. I have it already in my Google Notes ready to just copy and paste because I know it as soon as I see it. I'm like, nope, sorry, so sorry. What's there? But the tokenized stock sounds like a pretty good idea. I like that a lot. And they talk about it quite a bit. But yeah, I know. Same thing happened with BTCC back in the day. Happened with my first BitGet deal back in the day before I got another manager to look at me and say, hey. And then it also happened with BitUnex back in the day too. So yeah, I got to be very picky about who I talk with in these companies. Because again, you guys may not know this, but like when somebody talks to me through an exchange, I may have 5 different people from an exchange trying to get me to sign up. What about brown people? There are no brown people. I don't know. They usually give me fair offers. I would say there's one more Hispanic guy that I know, fair offer. One black guy, no offer. But I think, you know, but I'm friends with the black guy, so I was like, I'm chill with him. But yeah, it's a whole different thing going on. Remember, I just, yeah, I'm not used to it at all. But I notice it, you know, I notice it, so I don't say too much shit. That's why typically when I do YouTube and stuff, there's only so many black. I'm not going to stick too much on race. I know it's kind of awkward, but there's not too many black crypto influencers that talk about technical analysis and stuff like that. There's a few out there. There's just not a lot. And so I need to probably do some collabs with them. I probably don't have the hip hoppy style that some of them do. Some of them really embrace the culture. I wasn't brought up in the culture, so I really don't know too much about it. Or based in the UK. Oh, British company? I don't know. Could be British company. That doesn't mean they won't hire somebody out of the country. Most of the people I see, like most of the Singapore exchanges, they hire people outside of Singapore, right? So, or even in Japan or something like that, South Korea. I've met a lot of people from South Korea actually in the industry. There we go. Make sure everything is still fine. My computer's still acting up and I have no idea why, so I'm going to try this one more time here. No, it's loading too long. I'm not even going to try yet. Look how long it's taking YouTube to load. We got to be careful with what tabs we open up today. Get that out of there. All right. Oh, okay. So let's go to Bitcoin very fast. Oh, it's up 8%. We're up $2, guys. Okay. We're up $2, but the fee just for that $5 trade with 200x leverage was $3. So, yeah. So we need to make at least like $10 basically to get a decent return on our investment here. But maybe we can. But this is one of the reasons I like weeks. You could have your position open. You could have this window kind of smaller in a corner, and then basically you can kind of just keep track of the profit like this. You can also just, of course, look down at the bottom of the screen down here, but this is so much more fun. You know what I mean? So we'll see. If we're lucky, we can get up to 100% or something like that. All right, there we are. Now, isn't it actually moving right now in a good way? Mostly everything is kind of simple. ID token had a big pop here just a few minutes ago, actually. It's breaking out above the level of resistance. This is what we want Bitcoin to do. Just have a breakout and keep on going. ID tokens, that's a nice play right there. Turbo's making a decent move right now. It's up 1% when everything else is down for the most part. Still trying to break out here. I like it. Yeah, I'm really hoping Bitcoin can continue this high here because, again, I still have that position open. And as long as we don't get to $62,000, which is like down here, I'm okay. But if we break down below that, I'm going to be so sad. And hey, Delilah. Hey, Michael. I love your channel the way it is. You're killing it. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'm me. I'm going to stay me. I'm fine with that. As long as Bitcoin's here, I'm happy. I mean, if Bitcoin ever went away, crypto ever went away, it would never go away because it's so global now. I'd just talk about stocks, but it wouldn't be nearly as much fun because then I'd have to talk during the daytime, and who wants to talk during the daytime? I don't know. I guess me, because I did like a 3-hour stream yesterday. But yeah, so a little bit different. I just can't wait until I move to Thailand next year. Now, I won't be until Q4 of next year, but I'm going to be able to build a team out there. And right now I have an editor. So far, I've been able to put out some short form content. I have a new short form content coming out tomorrow, I think. It's going to be one of those little fast moving shorts things with what's that guy's name? Robert Kiyosaki shorts. That'll be fun. I'm enjoying doing those types of shorts right now. And then I'm paying $30 a head for those shorts as well. So yeah, now every time you see one of those shorts, the high quality edited ones is $30 a pop. Now, what else? And I'm getting some long form videos in there. The next long form video coming out is going to be about the Federal Reserve and me just trying to figure out my system. But basically, all the YouTube gurus, I'm basically, like I said, I'm going to see their content. I'm going to mimic their latest video and then try to build up a following of my own talking about similar topics. And then once I kind of figure out the workflow needed from the beginning to end to make a good video that gets 5,000 to 20,000 views each time, then I'm going to start talking about my own topics and not the topics the financial gurus talk about. This may be something about politics, Kamala Harris versus Trump, or JD Vance versus the other guy. I think it'll be pretty interesting to do all that. Hold on, let me turn my music to a different thing. That should be okay. All right. But yeah, so I got some stuff coming out. But basically, I just want to have some more edited stuff. If you guys have been noticing, there's no more daily updates about the technical analysis and stuff like that in the morning. I don't do that anymore. Now I just do one video kind of around noon time. I do that for members only. And then if you guys want the technical analysis, of course, it's all just going to be here on the stream anyway, so you can watch it there. But the only difference, I think, is for the members, starting Monday, they get options plays and stuff like that. If you guys remember, don't do it here, do it over there on today's latest video. If you guys remember, go watch that video. I'm putting together a list of 20 different stocks to kind of keep an eye out on every day. So if you guys have a stock you guys want, I have my personal 5. I talk about them there. If you guys have a stock you want me to check out as far as options plays, go comment it down over there. Right now, the ones I have that are my personal ones are Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, and I forget the other one. It's on the stream. It's on the stream. But anyway, yeah, that's some of the stuff we're going to be doing here pretty soon. Yeah, but it should be kind of fun. We haven't done much options plays in a hot minute here, and that's mostly because I've been, again, having this really bad sleep schedule, and I've just been waking up at 11 o'clock in the morning. By then, I would already be out of all my options trades at that, so I'm going to be tweaking my sleep schedule here pretty soon. You like the background light? Oh, dude, I love it right now. I was tweaking it earlier because I got the new phone. I don't have the app installed yet, but there's like a dial where you can like it goes to any color you want to. It even has some like funny little twins. Like it can make a, what is it called? It can make like a police light effect or a lightning effect, which has all the flashes and stuff like that. And I have like 4 of those lights in my house. What I also like though is you see this light. There's a light right here in front of me that you guys can't see. If I fuck around with my remote and I don't know why, it fucks up this. So like see how bright my face is? If I just start skipping buttons and stuff, the light may get brighter. Damn. Now, it usually gets from light to dim, but I like the dim light, so usually before the stream I fuck around with my remote just to make that a little bit dimmer. Because the light itself has no up and down of like the brightness and stuff. So anyway, it's been very, very interesting to have that light there. But I do not like bright lights. What I actually made today, now it's only a short video. The file is right here. It's called background because I'm not done with it yet. It's basically, some of you guys were asking me how to change the settings for the background color. So I did a video on that today, which will be kind of fun. Oh, you will see more tutorials coming out though as well. But even the tutorials may have some editing along with them. So that'll be interesting. Wait. Bitcoin's popping up a little bit. What are we at right now? Yeah, we're up 28%. We're also up $7. So that's good. Oh wait, no, this was a $50 trade. This was not a $5 trade. This was a $50 trade. That makes more sense here. Okay, yeah. No. Was it $25 trade? Is that what it was? Yeah, whatever it was. We're up 26% right now. So that's nice. This is why scalpers exist. If you guys didn't know, looking at some of these 26% within just like 5-6 minutes. What's the difference between these two? One just has a bull. The bull one looks a little bit better for me. Yeah. So that's kind of nice. We'll see what happens there. A little bit of rejection. We could make a move here. How's the 1 hour looking? Yeah, the 1 hour looks actually pretty decent right now. We need to have a little bit more time here, maybe a couple more hours, but I'm liking what I see right here for us to try to hold this $62,500 level. And hey, it's your world. You're long from 62,644. Oh, that's a nice entry right there. That's a better entry than I got. It's your world. I'm just passing by. I feel like I'm the only brown person in this space. You want to collab? What do you call? LMO? What do you call? Send me an email, dude. If the channel works out, I'm always open. The only people I know personally that are crypto influencers are people, let me see. If I go down my page, I'll probably run across one of them. What's his name? I always forget his name. I feel bad. Eliminated. Oh no, the Boston Red Sox. What is his? Okay, let me just type in Bitcoin. It'll be here in a second. His posts always show up with Bitcoin. Let's see, where's his name? You guys know who he is. Like, he's the buy just one Bitcoin guy. Just buy one Bitcoin. Just buy one Bitcoin. I'm hoping to do a collab with him. He's a big guy on Twitter. You guys know who I'm talking about. Okay, whatever. Here. Just buy one Bitcoin. I think he said $1 Bitcoin. I wish I could go on YouTube to show you. $1 Bitcoin. Nope. Okay, well, you guys know who I'm talking about. Oh, let's see. Why is my brain so bad today? Well, you guys get what I'm saying anyway. I'll have to assume. I'll be a red and brown person when I start my channel. There you go. Da Vinci? Yeah, Da Vinci, that's his name. There you go. There you go. Yeah, what do you call he's really chill. I've met him at a couple parties. Besides that, I know there's people out there, but they're not in the community as far as like if I go out to an event, I'm going to see them there. They're kind of on their own as far as what they do, which is fine. It's just that I don't have an opportunity to really meet them. Like they're not going to Bitcoin Nashville. They're not going to Consensus. They're not going to the Token 24. They're not going to those events usually. And if they were, I mean, obviously I'd go say hi. But if you've seen any of my videos of me going to Bitcoin Nashville or Consensus, or I'll be in Money 2020 here in a few more weeks, you know, it's all finance, bros. That's all it is. Yeah, Da Vinci Drum. That is exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's probably the only person I actually know personally that I've talked with like a good amount about the space and stuff like that. All right. This is my giant hamster native to ancient Samoan people. Oh, Jesus! 50 Cent coming soon. Diddy oil. People getting carried away with this, but I love it. I love it. Pornhub. Oh, geez. Let's see. Managers. Nothing else. I need to retire my entire bloodline on this bull run. Jesus. I don't even care about my bloodline right now. I just want to get me figured out. Then everybody else can kind of come after. I don't even have the kids to worry about just yet. Frankie Candles? No, I don't know what Frankie Candles is. I don't think he's black though. Is he? Where's his Twitter? I can't open up YouTube right now for whatever reason. Yeah, no. That's not black. Freaked me out for a second. I was like, wait, I've met him before. No, can't be. You know who I do want to collab with? I've been friends with him for a while, but Bitcoin Live. He's really chill. He's going to be doing some more content here pretty soon. I'm super excited about that. Super excited about that. If you had to jump in right now, would you long or short for a scalp? Oh, I guess long here. Technically we're still bearish, but I'm feeling like we have the opportunity to go long here. The scalp would be about an hour to 2 hours long at this point. You might wait for something more of a dip to come along to buy back in, because we are having these these lower highs right here. You can see that general trend down. I might buy if we're coming back down here a little bit more. Right now the trade is it's only up 20% right now. Like if you're scalping, I'm really just looking at the 1 and the 5 minute charts right now with a little dash of 1 hour and a little dash of maybe a 15. You know. Because if I'm scalping, look at right there to here, that's 22%. It could have been all the way up here to, you know, whatever that was. 0.25% times 200. That could have been a good return right there. To me. But I'd probably long. That's just kind of my thing. 30 minute is choppy as hell right now. 1 hour is still bearish here. Hopefully we can get a little more of a bullish pop here. That's what I'm hoping for. And then we can start moving our way back up here to 64,000. And then maybe after that we can get up to 65. But 65 has been a pain in the ass so far. Real big pain in the butt so far. Let's see. Crypto Brown is a YouTuber, and he talks about Doge on Mars. Oh, yeah, I haven't met Crypto Brown yet. I only know people I meet at these events. Typically, I'm pretty reserved. You guys knew up until I started smoking cigars quite a bit. I didn't really do much stuff outside. Like you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know I was just kind of a loner. I took my money. I played video games. I went out to fancy restaurants. Took my sister out. Took my mom out. Took my grandparents out to do stuff, and I just kind of did what I wanted to do, and I chilled out. Once I started smoking cigars this year, much more outdoorsy, much more talkative and stuff like that. It's been nice to kind of get out there and whatnot, but yeah, a little bit of a different person. I've had a few friends, but like I said, most of my friends in Washington, they all kind of left. I have like one good friend left back here, a bunch of nice people I know at the cigar lounge I can consider friends, but like one, like think of a high school, middle school type of like close friend that you've known for a long time. I only have like one of those left. Then I have a college friend and stuff like that, but that guy's over in Philadelphia, so a little bit more difficult to get out there. Thoughts on Beto? I do not know what Beto is. What is Beto? Beto Pro Exchange Token. So the market cap says 0%. So it must be like a very, very risky token here. Very, very risky token. It's not primarily in English, so that's a really big red flag for me. 40% of tokens are held by the founding team members. That's a lot. That is a lot. This would be a YOLO trade for me, a real big YOLO. I can't even see the market cap at this point, so it feels like a high risk position. Yeah, very, very high risk. You can try to give it a shot if you want to, but it's not really showing me anything of value here. Beto Group operates Beto Pro Exchange and the Beto X crypto wallet. We are dedicated to providing more Web3 service to enterprises and users. Taiwan and global looks like. So Taiwan. Yeah, they're not even really doing anything in English here. So yeah, you could try, but it looks like it's just a very, very, very high risk project. I'm all about high risk projects. I just have no idea about that one. And usually when I go high risk, I go into memes and stuff like that. Oh, Donald Trump just tweeted. Damn. See, just tweeted 1 minute ago and he already has like 4,500 likes. God fucking damn it. I would love to have that type of following on Twitter. Chlor AI, if you give me the token name for it, or the ticker, I can try to look it up for you. Now that Beto, I'm talking about the ETF Beto. And then now let's go to ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF. I mean, gives me a Bitcoin vibe here, but that could be in March. Beto aims to produce returns that correspond to Bitcoin. Beto invests in Bitcoin futures and does not invest in Bitcoin. There is no guarantee the fund will closely track Bitcoin returns. One year, let's see, I'll go year to date. Year to date, it's up 31%. Year to date over here for Bitcoin is about 50%. So it hasn't really performed well against Bitcoin. I'd rather just hold Bitcoin at this point. But if it's giving you some good dividends or something like that, it looks like the dividends here are trailing 12 months dividend has been 53%. That's a pretty good dividend rate right there. But I think I'd just rather own Bitcoin. Now, I don't know why it's not exactly tracking Bitcoin right now. You can see it's at a level of support here. So maybe over the past few months, you can be looking at this as an opportunity to buy, basically. That's kind of how I would look for it. But primarily, I would just wait for a breakout if you wanted to attack that here. Don't know why it's not giving me a good opportunity to look at that. But yeah, I would just try to follow that breakout there. Back over here very fast. We're up to 44%. We're cooking here, guys. We're cooking. We're cooking. Now it's a baby trade again, but we're cooking with baby trades. We're only up like $11, but you know what? 43% is much more exciting. And hey, Jason, it's hard to find people to talk about crypto with in general. I live in the South Florida and rarely meet anyone to chat with in person. Oh, dude, I live in a tech mecca right here in Seattle, and I still find it hard to talk to people. We're out there, we're there. But usually people come to me and ask me for advice. It's not the same intellectual level of like understanding cryptocurrency and stuff like that. And I love to educate people. But as far as like somebody else that really knows much about cryptocurrency, they're usually a bit harder to find. You're going to have to find some type of group to go with. There might be some type of small events happening in your city. That's basically how I look for it. My town, Seattle, we only have one. It's TF Labs. This is it. I haven't been to an event in months, to be honest. I've been vibing too much, and it's a pain for me to go up to Seattle, basically. But I've been to events here. I don't know from any of these pictures here because I haven't been in months. But they have a barbecue. The Republican gubernatorial. The guy running for governor as a Republican in Washington State is going to be there. They're going to be doing a live interview with him, which is going to be pretty interesting because you get to talk with him and stuff like that. It's going to be Wednesday, October 2nd. That could be kind of fun. I think I actually leave on the 5th of October too. I leave on the 4th of October, actually. So next week, that's going to be happening. They have a barbecue here, stuff like that. That's about as what we do. But you see, at the startup barbecue, it's Web3, AI, and disruptive tech. It's no longer even crypto related. So they've had to adjust as well. So a little bit different stuff. Make sure I'm not missing other questions here. Core. Wait, chlor. Shit, I'm not entirely sure. Chlor. Okay, let me try Chlor very fast. There we go. Chlor AI. It's on Mexi. Okay, I would not be buying into this already just because it's already taken off. If you're buying into this, you're looking for something more of a swing trade. Now, the weekly chart did just start to turn up pretty well here. It is losing momentum, and I don't like the way this candle is actually working out. It may actually die back down the following week here if Bitcoin doesn't really do much. Let's see. Oh, first one was better. That next stop, if you're trying to swing it, is going to be all the way up here around like 14.5 cents, 0.147856. It's already moved up a lot. It already got rejected once from here, rallied, and continued moving on. It's doing fantastic. Let's see. The shorter term, though, seeing a little bit of weakness here. I still think you're fine, but if you start breaking down below some of these levels like this and also the 20 moving average, I think you'd probably see a more significant pullback back down here to the 8.5 cent range. That's probably where I'd be more enticed to buy it at this point. Right now, I have no desire to buy this because I missed out on this entire rally. It's been moving very, very good. It popped up along with a lot of the other AI tokens here. Again, I just sold out of most of my AI token that I had today, which was World token today. So It looks like this was, I mean, how far did this come up for the last couple days? 100%. Yeah, it's going to have to cool off here eventually. The only thing about it is I'm not entirely sure what that market cap is. Market cap allows it to go a little bit higher here. 732, market cap at 26 million. It can definitely go much higher. At this range, just be careful that you're not going to see it get pushed back down a little bit more, because there are probably going to be some people who bought this a long time ago. You know, I mean, like way back over here, that probably still have some positions they want to close out here. But as far as I see right now, if you can buy this on a pullback, I think it'd be a good choice. Higher risk choice, but still good because it, has a low market cap here. And it's also an AI token that seems to have a large following behind it. I'm surprised I don't see this on my AI token list, actually. But yeah, seems like it'd be a good play. Short term, though, would not be touching it. I'd be scaling out of whatever I had and be happy to do so. Hey, Bernard, you're 60 to 70% in the spot market down. The drawdown from March 2024, do you think the altcoins will recover that price or higher? I expect they will. I have a lot of, not crazy bags, but I do have some bags from that time frame here. For me personally, yeah, I think they are going to eventually rally. I think that a lot of them will go up to new highs and whatnot. The ones I think that have a better chance of going to new highs are going to be the ones that are fairly new to the market. Like they came out at the end of 2023 or basically 2023, 2024. Those tokens, I think, are going to have the best results coming up here pretty soon. Now, when will it happen? It's going to be hard to say at this point because we don't have the quantitative easing that we were talking about earlier. The economy is still doing okay, but we are seeing some cracks right now. As long as the economy stays doing okay and we keep on cutting rates, we should have a pretty crazy altcoin season here where we see a lot of money come flowing in, but basically a bunch of people making a lot of money in a short amount of time. But yeah, those bags from March and April, they have come down a lot. I'd encourage you to go check out Benjamin Cohen's channel when you get a chance. He talks a lot about the altcoin to Bitcoin charts and kind of showing you how, I guess right now, in his opinion, altcoins, they're he says they're at like an inflection point basically where they have to decide which way they want to go. But he talks a lot about some of those altcoins, how much longer we have to wait before they really start to have some larger moves, and we see Bitcoin dominance really start to shrink. And when we have that shrinkage, that's typically when you see altcoins really soaring, like Bitcoin's going up 5-6%, altcoins going up 20-30%. That divergence, really comes down. But dominance really comes down. You bought some Ondo at 79 cents. What do you think it'll do in the next few months? Is there another version of this? Must be just a newer token, I'm guessing. Yeah. Alright, so far it's been doing okay. It looks like it's getting back up here to levels of resistance. So short term here, just be a little bit more concerned about this. There is going to be this wall, and we're not confirmed yet that we're going to break out. Now, weekly momentum, it's just too new of a token, so we really can't tell from here the weekly momentum. But the daily momentum still appears to be strong, and we're still having some issues breaking out here. For this one, let me just take it off because we have the order block, but yeah, I'd be scaling out right now. I'd definitely be scaling out this level of resistance. Now, for me, this might only be a 20 to 30% scale out moment. If it does decide to break out here, you can rely on the 200 daily moving average. I would trust this over the Fibonacci level, but let me put the Fibonacci level on here as well so we can kind of see what's going on. Right there, where it got rejected. Nice and easy, yeah. Let's see. If it does spike above the 200 daily moving average, I probably would try to sell the majority of my position off here around 89 cents, it looks like. But right now, this first one seems like it did a much better job at resistance, 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 right? This one seems to be doing a much better job here. So I would say that 80 cent range is probably a good place to be scaling at right now. And then afterwards, if this continues going on, you're probably going to be looking for a larger move, like, October or later type of like chugging along type of stuff. 98 cents is a good price target to do your next scale out level. After that, I mean, you go all the way up here to $1.35, and I mean, we could talk about that, but I'd rather not use this same Fibonacci level, because what's probably going to happen here is Bitcoin would probably not Bitcoin, Ondo would probably continue moving up at one point, get rejected, come back down, and then you would use this to this, and then make a new Fibonacci extension level, and then that'd be the big move. It might not even come back down here. It might only come back down to here or something like that, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Think of it more like like this low, we're talking about this area right here when it hasn't really made that move yet. But decent levels there. It's at a big level of resistance, so I'm a little bit more spooked out about it right now. But that's just basically you're seeing some people decide to say, hey, I made my profit. I need to sell some off here, which is typically the right thing to do. Helium Mobile, I own, I think it's like $2,000 of it just in case it goes big. I like things that have a tangible, like business model, like where they can make money. So I like it, just kind of how I like STMX, which is like an app basically. But yeah, I do like it quite a bit. I feel like the SEC ever cracks down, it won't be as cracked down upon. Let's say that. How does everyone find the meme coins or even regular coins before the pumps? A good portion of it is actually luck. So an easy way to find tokens that you may actually enjoy here, and this is just how I do it. Go over here to coinmarketcap.com. Go over here to filters. Go over here to add filter. Go to market cap. Find something that's below $500 million. Hit apply filter. Price, I like to be something under a penny. And the reason I do under a penny is because new traders that hop into the market, they typically, like if they buy like a 50 billion tokens worth of, 50 billion tokens, right? But it's only valued at like $100. They assume that if I have 50 billion tokens, and if this token that I bought hits $1, well, that equals $50 billion, right? So they have that, they assume that it's going to reach some crazy level where it's going to be difficult. Back when I bought Dogecoin back in like, well, that's a long time ago now, but I bought it at 0.0024. But I told everybody, hey, like, we may get to $1. Dogecoin may get to $1. But what am I going to do? I'm going to sell half my Dogecoin at 50 cents because I think that's more practical for me. I'm going to sell another 10% at 60, another 10% at 70. I was going to do another 10% at 80, 90, and so forth. But we didn't get up that high. But anyway, that's the kind of way I like to see it. But then after you find that, 0.01 for the penny, hit apply filter again, hit show results, and then you're just going to see a bunch of tokens over here that you can check out. These are not all going to be meme tokens. There's going to be a lot of other tokens in this, but you can kind of see which ones are meme tokens. Scroll down and be like, Osaka Protocol, Andy, Mumu the Bull, Smooth Love Potion, Cock Inu, And then what I might do is I say, hey, okay, year to date, how are these things doing? Right? And you see Toshi's up 50%. You got Mogcoin up 2,700. I don't want to deal with a higher market cap like 400 million though. Although I do have some Mog and I'm holding it for the long term. A little bit too high. Bobo, right below it, that's 67 million market cap. Wait, why isn't, this is year to date. All right, Turbo, maybe buy some more of that. Osaka Protocol. How these are all like these have momentum on the long-term charts, and that's what I really want to see. So you can do that. There's going to be things that do not have momentum, like year to date. Decimal, I don't even know what that is. Probably not a meme coin. That's down 82%. Victoria is down 75. Origin is down 72. Helium Mobile's down 72. Map Protocol 70. Mira 66. Linear Finance, I mean, these are actually not meme coins that are really down, actually. SNEC is down 50%. Cockino is down 30%. There we go. Richquack.com is down 28%. Doge on Mars is down 25%. So there you go. There's a few of them. My STMX is down about 24% year to date right now. Has had a pretty good month so far, though. There we go. But yeah, usually you just want to find those types of tokens, and then you just allocate a little bit of money into them. You don't put like all of your money into one token. There's only so many meme tokens really worth buying. If you want to go out and find another token that you guys can just say, wow, this I'm going to put a lot of money into this. You know, I mean, even the tokens I've been really excited about, I put like a couple $100 into them. I still don't even do a lot, and I can add a lot to them. But like, what are the odds? You know, what are the chances? Like right now, let me see if I can find this here. I have to open up Telegram though. I bought $50 worth of a token here, and it's on X. There we go. Okay. I bought this token called Tronald McDonald. I talked to you guys about this the other day, right? I bought it back over here somewhere, and then it kind of ride back up, and now it's coming back down, right? I was up over 100% on this token. The market cap currently is $457,000. It is tiny. It is high risk. It is what you might even call dangerous to be buying this low if you guys don't know what you guys are doing, right? And I am somebody that is learning this space, which is why I'm kind of like giving you guys like, hey, this is what's happening with me. This is either good, this is really bad, this is how much money I'm making, this is how much money I'm losing. And right now I am what is my position here? I'm still new to this software here, but basically, you can do a lot of stuff. Portfolio here. Yeah, so I'm down $2.48. Now that's not a lot because I didn't put a lot of money in here because I'm testing out shit. But still, it's just much different. You can try to put like $20 into a play in there. $20 here and kind of see if it goes crazy. But typically when I'm seeing people do tokens like this and it's just very low market cap here, they're just kind of flipping it. They're not even holding for a long period of time because it's so risky. So what they're doing is they're saying, hey, like me, I bought down here, it went up this high, it was up 102%. I could have sold, I didn't because again, it's only a few bucks to me, so I'm just gonna let it kind of ride. But let's say that can I make this full screen or can I drag this down? There we go. All right. This is a 4-hour chart. Let's go over here to a 24-hour. Who calls it a 24-hour chart? All right. All right. Basically, where's my drawing tool on here? There you go. They're holding out that we're going to do something real crazy up here. And let's say that this is a market cap chart. This is not a price chart. This is the price chart right here. A little bit more drastic. The market cap is what I guess most people use down here. Right? So let's say that this thing rallies up and I get really lucky. I mean, I get really lucky. I can't even draw like this. Okay, hold on. There we go. And we did, and we go all the way up to just $4 million market cap. Well, that trade that I bought down here, that's now up 777% with just that move, right? And it's not crazy hard to go from 500,000 or 450,000 all the way to 4 million. It's not too difficult. You see it happen a lot. However, you know what I mean? Like, will it? Will it not? It's a huge risk. What if it gets rugged? There's a lot of rugs happening right now. There's a lot of scams happening right now. So it's just, I will show you guys more about this type of stuff as I learn it. But I'd rather you guys just watch me make mistakes for a while. I have a friend that uses this very well. He knows how to do everything with it. Like auto buys, if it hits this level, buy all this type of crap, and it's all automated to like sell on top of it as well. It's not too complicated, but this system is just complicated for me. So, you know, it'll be kind of cool. But right now, I'm just like, I gotta do a little bit of learning right now. I gotta do a little bit of learning. But again, I'm starting to buy some of these really cheap market caps, and they're there. They're there. But right now, I know the people that work at the Tron team. So I've been looking at the Sun Pump stuff. Right, and basically, I'm just going down. I'm looking. And then what I've been doing here is basically trying to go to the ranking and seeing what's about to pop off, right? You know, this is a $39,000 market cap, 17,000 market cap, 17,000 market. I mean, like teeny little things. And then you're hoping that one of these turns into one of these. I know you guys can't see the market caps here on this side, but the market cap for Sundog is 329 million. This one is 89 million. So like imagine went over here. And let's just say we got really lucky, and I put like $50 in this trade, and I'm just gonna hold it. And if I lose it, I lose it. $50, right? It's like going to the casino. I swear to God, it's like casino trading here. 500,000, go up to 100 million. That's about 19,000% profit. So gonna be Omni. Yeah, there it is. All right, initial value, we're going to be going with $50 increase. Let's just say 19,000%. That my $50 turned into like $9,500 basically, right? It can work out. Now, I see people try to do it with like a couple $100 and stuff like that. $200 turns at 38. $50, $20. If you get lucky, you get lucky, and that $9,500 can still do a lot of shit for you. But if I do 50, I can do 4 different tokens, right? If I do 200, I can do a few different tokens I can buy. So different ways of going about it. I am buying certain things here, all very, very high risk, very, very high risk. But as the weeks go on, I'll let you guys know how they do. Just they're such high risk that like it's more of a learning journey for me that I want you guys to follow. I don't necessarily want you guys just to hop on board every token I'm talking about, if that makes sense. So a little bit different. Could you explain the 200-day moving average and how to use it? The 200-day moving average it's just a normal moving average. Right now, most people just use it as levels of support and resistance here. But if you take it off, you can just kind of have a pretty good idea of what's happening with Bitcoin here, right? Generally, Bitcoin's still going up. If I take out the other two, there you go. So if this continues to move up, typically I'm going to continue buying while it's going up. If it starts to come down here with some force, like right over here, typically I'm not going to buy until this stabilizes a little bit here, right? So that's one of the ways you can look at the 200 daily moving average right there. Again, it could also be a level of support, resistance, you know, support, a little bit more choppy here, obviously, but still support breaking down. It can be used for a bunch of different things. Primarily for me, I think it's just good for a nice level of momentum so you can kind of see what's going on, right? When it's coming down, typically you're not going to be going too many long day trades during this period of time. When it starts to curl back up, you feel a little bit more confident. Now, are you getting the best prices if you just wait for it to curl back up? No. That's why we also just do dollar cost averaging and stuff. But having that confidence that it's going up usually feels kind of nice. Right now, it's going sideways here for the most part, and you can see how it's just starting to curl down here. It's okay if it starts to curl down, but we don't want to see it be something more drastic, right? Started to curl down right here, did just fine. There you go. And put that one back on, that one back on. A lot of people don't even use the 200 unless they're swing trading here. Like on a 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart, doesn't really mean all too much if you ask me. And hey, it went up easy peasy 9 EMA and 21 VMA. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people use the VWAP lately, which has been kind of a throwback to me. Remember, I used to trade penny stocks way back in the day. This is before I even became like a full-time investor. This is back when I was in college and fucking around and trying to learn how to trade. I used to do a lot of VWAP stuff, Can you please take a look at dip, buy the dip on Chronoc? They are Burn supply every month, I promise. I'm not trying to spam. 4.3. I can look it up here on coinmarketcap.com, but let me see. Dip. $2.6 million market cap. It's very, very small here. The technical analysis isn't really going to do anything. So what do they do? Make insurance fair and accessible? So like DeFi, decentralized insurance protocol. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. They're posting, they're active. I mean, I'd say it's okay to take a gamble on them. Seems like what they're trying to do makes sense as far as, make insurance better. Everybody hates using insurance. It'll probably be like 4 or 5 years before it even pays off, of course, because again, that insurance market is pretty brutal, and the regulations you're going to have to be able to kind of like navigate are going to be kind of intense. But I'm open to it, especially if it's only like that low of a market cap. Toss in $20, $50, and just kind of let it sit. Just make sure it's probably in a cold wallet somewhere so you don't lose it. But yeah, it doesn't look like a bad thing to just like, hey, they're trying to do something. They're still posting. They're still active. Could be a few bucks. Not going crazy for it, but yeah, it still works out. Could be a massive pump if we break 63.5. Well, we're close to it right now. What are we at right here? What did this candle get up to? 63.467. We're getting close. Just a few bucks away. We got this scalp long right here. We're up 44%, and we're doing okay. Hoping that we can keep on moving. I don't know. I love scalping. I do. But I mean, just imagine if it was not going our way, it would be like down 40% or some stuff like that. Because I think right now we're probably still gonna have to come back down here and then make that jolt back up. This doesn't really make me super excited. Right? A little pop. I can see that there. Go back over here. What we technically want, I guess, right now, since we are still kind of heading down, it's okay if we have a higher low built in here. How? Be a 1 hour chart probably give us the best one. Yeah, it's just now deciding if it wants to break out in the 1 hour. The 15-minute chart broke out, still going higher. It's okay if we dip back down here a little bit more. I wouldn't be surprised. There's nothing crazy happening, so there's no reason for us to just do something abrupt that it doesn't make sense for the market. Pour myself some more tea here. This tea takes a while to pour. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. But while that's happening, is anything popping off right now? Not really. We talked about ID token. ID token is still up 6% in the last couple of hours. It's moving pretty well here. But I think it's been kind of stagnant for a while. Everything else is pretty much doing nothing here. Kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. Let's see. And hey, Lux, I feel very bearish. I definitely bet there's some people opening up some short. Well, I bet they opened up shorts yesterday when we're at that $65,000 resistance level, actually. Right now, they're probably just scaling out bit by bit. But yeah, let me see right here. Get notifications on my phone about it. Oh, Wig said your Bitcoin position gains plus 50%. Huh, that's nice to see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Bitcoin still showing some weakness here. What is it here? Can I look at Brett? What is Brett? Is that Brett token? Isn't that a meme token? Let's see, Brett right here. I don't think we've talked much about Brett. I have some, but it has a high market cap, so it's kind of like, how high can it really go with $852 million market cap here? But It's curling. I mean, it's doing a decent job of getting back to where it needs to go. But until we have that breakout here, I'm still just kind of doing some day trades, watching that momentum go up. You can see that higher low situation building at 2. I'm much more in a bullish mood over the next few weeks here. I like it a lot. But I think for something like this that can be a little bit more volatile, it's worth being disciplined here to kind of watch this play out. Because right now, you're kind of almost seeing a kind of reverse pattern breaking out here. So like this. Right? So it might have to grind a little bit more before having that pop. If it has a pop here, it'll probably happen within the next 3 days. Break out, try to come back up, and then retest. By then, though, if you're buying right here, I'm scaling out half right there, the rest of it right there. If we break out here, I'll re-enter, but I'm not getting in before that. Not worth it for me. But until that breakout happens, you can assume it's going to go something more sideways and then probably fall back down here just because that rising wedge there. But I still think you have some plenty of time. We haven't had a golden cross for this thing, maybe ever, actually, on this particular chart. How's the 12-hour looking? 12 hours still looking fine here. Momentum is still fine. 4 hours really loosening up. So, yeah, you might be able to buy some here around the lower 0.82 level here pretty soon, actually. So, not bad as far as I can see. Probably just not the best time to be buying it unless you're looking for something to hold for the next few days and you're willing to let it kind of play around for a little bit here before you get too crazy. And there we go. All right, everybody. I'm gonna call it a night here. I'm probably gonna go live here in a little bit later on tonight. I need to get some dinner in me because I have not eaten, and I think I've streamed for about an hour and a half or so. So yeah, I'll see you guys a little bit later. Say goodbye to Loki here. I think I'm personally just tired. I don't know why I'm actually so tired tonight, but I'm probably gonna take a nap and then I'll be back on with you guys. So see you guys a little bit later. Thanks for watching, and I think I already said it all, but yeah. We'll see if Bitcoin can make a little bit of a reversal here. And I'll keep this week's trade on for us. Oh, there's the breakdown. We talked about that here on the scalper. But